Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Barry, That Goat Metal Show, on today's Saturday, June 10th, 2023. And before I continue, I want to give a big shout out to my son, Ruben Ruiz, who is now a whole 28 years old. Damn, son, you fucking old. Holy shit, you're old, man. You are freaking old. But it is what it is. Um, yeah, he's turned, my boy, I hope he's enjoyed himself. He's, hanging out, doing his thing. And I hope you have a great day, son. I love you. All right. All right. How's things going around in the metal community? All right. Can't help but, when things pop up and we got metal bochinche. Metal Bonchinche, guys. I got to throw some Metal Bonchinche in there. But before I even throw out the Metal Bonchinche, I want to give a shout out to a YouTube channel I just started watching. The guy is great. His name is Mordant Red. Okay, I just discovered him today. His channel, I just got to give props where props is due. His channel is awesome. He's an old school metalhead talking about old school things. And my favorite line from him is, uh, if he wasn't around then, like he's just a funny guy. Wears a mask, got some patches. He's fucking great. I want to just give him a shout out, man. I think your channel is awesome, man. I wanted to give you that nice shout out, man. Real good shit. All right, but on to the metal bonchinche. Dave Ellefson. All right, you might remember Dave Ellefson, former bass player for Megadeth. Um, he was, I guess he did an interview, and he basically went and he put down about how Megadeth's music has been diminishing for the last 5 years. Now, so to some people, this might sound like, he's being a little bitter. He's still pissed off about, what happened between him and Dave Mustaine and Megadeth. It could be a little bit of everything, because I think there's been times that he said that if Dave called him back, he probably would. I don't know. I mean, it's a weird relationship that him and they have with each other. I mean, it's no secret that Dave Mustaine has had a history of firing musicians throughout his career or replacing or doing all sorts of things. It's always been pretty much Dave's band. All right. Dave Ellefson was just the guy who's just been there the longest and, survived most of the trials and tribulations of Dave Mustaine. But for him to say that they're diminishing, I don't know. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. I mean, that last, the last Megadeth album is fucking phenomenal, heavy as hell. I'm sure Dave Mustaine, knew that, some of the music wasn't as heavy as it used to be, or he was trying to, do different little things, but he went back to his roots, and the music is fucking heavy as hell. All right. I mean, I won't, Dave's the bands that he's playing with on the side. I think it's called Dieth, Dith, Dieth, and the Kings of Thrash. It's good shit, I'm not gonna go and say anything. It's good stuff, But again, I don't know what Dave Ellefson has. I mean, he just probably wants to throw himself here and there. I mean, with that whole shit that happened with him with the tape and this, and Dave letting and Mustaine letting him go because of it, and do I think he should have let him go because of it? I don't. Look, it's I guess it was more of a business thing than anything. I guess he felt like if he would have kept them, maybe people wouldn't be interested in looking at Megadeth, or they would have lost a lot of things. I don't know. Maybe Ellefson and Mustaine need to sit down and really hash certain things out, just so they can be on the same level. I mean, look, if Ellefson said that he probably, if Mustaine called him back, he'd probably go back. Then that must mean they do have some type of, you know, talking relationship. But all we can do is speculate at this point until both of them are in a room together talking about the same thing. But we'll see what happens. And also, something I ran into in the Metal Bochinche world, Chris Holmes. Okay, if anybody remembers Chris Holmes from back in the early days of Wasp, He was one of the original guitarists of Wasp. Um, he pretty much came out and said that Wasp lost a lot of his edge because of Blackie Lawless. Um, I guess, after they did the first album and they were just slowly progressing, becoming a little bit more popular, um, he felt like Blackie Lawless was making it more about him than the band. And I guess that's a matter of opinion. I mean, I dig Wasp music. I'm a huge fan of their early stuff. Uh, but we could only speculate. And unfortunately, we don't have Blackie Lawless aside at this moment. But Chris Holmes gonna go and throw his shade in there. I don't see why not. But it is what it is. Um, but look, Wasp. Hey, they got a weird history, man. Weird history. So for a lot of the old school folks, we already know. But look, man, good music is good music, and unfortunately, there's gonna be a stigma and an attitude when it comes to certain things within the band and behind closed doors. And fortunately, after a while, things start to explode into we get to hear everything. But it is what it is. All right. Also, I wanted to touch bases on something that's been trending when it came to some of these articles. Um, it's about how we already knew that listening to metal is therapeutic. There was a doctor, I think, in Canada that she made a study, and she found it that a lot of the people that she's talked to and did tests on that metal is therapeutic. You go to a show, you release your stress. You listen. You just all that energy just comes out through the music, and it's something that every metalhead is pretty aware of. But of course, the people who don't listen to metal just look at it as noise, violent, But they don't understand that it is something that calms the soul. And when you're feeling, bad, or you're thinking about something, you can put on a particular metal song and it'll just make you feel better. But yeah, it's always been therapeutic to me. Always been therapeutic. And to this day, I'm gonna be 49 years old. Been a metalhead all my life, and I'll continue to be a metalhead until the day I die. I'll be a man in a wheelchair, still rocking Slayer. I don't care. All right. But that's pretty much that. Also, I want to give thanks to my man Rich, the silent producer, who's been putting out some great fucking content on the channel. Great videos. The shows that he's been to, Hell in the Harbor, those shows were fucking fantastic, I'm sure. And maybe, I'll talk to Rich. He could probably give us a little segment of himself, just talking about his time over there and what he liked, what he disliked. Give us a little brief running of it. Yeah, Rich, let me know what you can do, man. I appreciate it. All right. And that's pretty much it, guys. Got a lot of, stuff coming out. Um, a lot of good shows coming up. And, let's just keep the metal going, guys. Keep the metal going, and it'll bring a resurgence back to everybody. And we'll just have that therapeutic feeling of greatness. All right? All right, guys, that's all I got right now. Tell me what you think. And please, also, don't forget to check out my Facebook, the Sith Lords merch, for metal merch, and all other things that I have merch there, in case for that. Not this. This was something that I got. My wife got me, and we went to, what the hell did we go to? What was the freaking, hold on. Medieval times. Yeah, I had to go and remind. My mind is bugging. Got this in medieval times. She got it. We went to. Took me out for my birthday, and I had to pick it up. I thought it was it just says it right there. It's fucking fantastic. Well, there goes that. Fucking old. Guys, thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. And don't forget, like and subscribe to the channel, share the channel, and we'll get more stuff out there. This is Barry, That Goat Metal Show. Stay booted.